Hi friends, Rotary in Mumbai, called as District 3141, is one of the premier Rotary districts around the world. And Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs. In this year, many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference to the society and make Rotary seen. In this year, we've started a novel concept called as Viz Biz Talks, an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. Friends, the Viz Biz Talk show is a hot from oven initiative to create more bonding and proximity amongst Rotarians on personal, Rotary and professional fronts. In these interviews, we speak to visionary Rotarians who by virtue of the selfless work towards the community have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more to make a difference to the community. I am your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a weight loss surgeon, that's a bariatric surgeon, and Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in Vision Year 2021. Friends, we have a very special guest today, a Rotarian with decades of experience in Rotary, a Rotarian with a heart of gold, a Rotarian about whom his club members feel that he's a very understanding, considerate, sympathetic, very resourceful, generous and down-to-earth person. Yes friends, he's none other than Rtn Taizoon Khorakiwala, Managing Director of Sweets Group. Friends, the Sweets Group is a professionally managed, family-owned group of bakery companies. Taizoon Khorakiwala, in January of 1980, took over a 12-man bakery started by his father, the legendary Rtn Khorakiwala, in Al Khobar, Saudi Arabia. This group now employs 4,500 staff members across operations in 9 countries. Let me present before you a man of commitment, man with sincerity, man with passion, man to do something for the community, a Rotarian from the illustrious Khorakiwala family, an Arch Klump Society member, Rtn Taizoon Khorakiwala.
Thank you for the introduction. I don't know whether I deserve all the adjectives that you have used, but that's very kind of you and very generous of you. And greetings to my fellow Rotarians.
Thank you so much for your presence here, sir, today. But telling you frankly, before taking your interview on the Viz Biz Talks, I have spoken to 7 people from your club, and everyone has resonated these same words which I have put up in front of you. So this is what people feel about you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Mr. Taizoon, you have been known in Rotary circles since a long time. Yes, you are a generous donor. Yes, you have been known by all. But very few know about you on your personal front. I would like to ask you to tell us something more about you as a person, Mr. Taizoon.
Since this is more about Rotary and more about giving and more about the connection that we have with society, I'll try to tell you about my relationship with Rotary, how what inspires me in Rotary and what inspires me in and what I find very great. This Rotary relationship is one of the most valuable relationships I have in my life, and it is one organization of purity in a world which is largely corrupt and dirty. So it gives, by associating with Rotary, I feel very clean. And this is one of my major reasons for, being so involved in Rotary. And, giving to Rotary is you don't have to think about or worry about any other things that are there. It goes where it deserves to go. It's there are no administrative and other costs that eat away half of or a percentage of it. So it's really very, and there are so many different options of giving. So for my side, I have selected the medical option that is there. I participated in the pediatric heart surgery, sponsored 100 of them when it first started. And fortunately, Rotary and now even the government of Maharashtra has taken up pediatric heart surgery that is there. And I think virtually anybody, any poor child who needs a pediatric heart surgery now can get it without cost. So it was an initiative that our club had started and I supported it, and now it has become an avalanche. Then we have, I met Dr. Kerkar Sheila Kerkar in KEM Hospital, and I was very, very impressed with her dedication and the kind of work that she was doing. And she was short of some equipment that is there. And I was very, very happy to do that because it's a public hospital, it's a free hospital. And there is no reason why poor cannot get, high quality medical care, particularly for their eyes that is there. So I was very motivated for that. We gave one set of equipment some time back, and there's another set that we have committed to give, but because of COVID right now, the whole hospital is shut for normal kind of procedures that are there. And the third one that I started was with SRCC. Again, a children's hospital. I sponsored 450 surgeries at a concessional rate. They agreed to give 50% discount that is there. So I was happy to pick up 450 surgeries. And they've just started it now. We are on our 14th case there. So these children who have deformities, when they get addressed at a young age, that's there, their entire quality of life and the joy of that life increases so much.
Absolutely.
So these are the things that is, and of course I must add one more thing. I give with money, but my inspiration within the Rotary comes from my fellow Rotarians in my clubs. People like Pankaj Tanna, Shashi Chopra, Jayant and Netra, Kavita Godbole, even the newcomers like Prabhakar, current President Nimish. The amount of time, the amount of dedication that they give is far, far more valuable than the money I give.
I agree, sir. And there are some very important points that you have said, which have come up like the golden words to us. That one, Rotary is clean and pure. One, that Rotary is dependable. One, Rotary is full of transparency. And Rotarians are here to give their money, their time, and their efforts to ensure that we can make some difference in others' lives. Yes, it's like a game of cricket. Everyone has got his own role to play. The wicketkeeper will play the wicketkeeper's role, the bowler will play bowler's role, and the batsman will play batsman's role. So yes, you do fund the projects, but everyone has a role to play. And what I hear from your mouth right now is that yes, it is the joint effort which has ensured that so many big projects come up. That is so nice of you to say, sir, because it is a point which very few people accept. So thank you so much for those lovely words.
I had one or two more things that are there. The personal forces in my own life. My father was a Rotarian of the first club of Bombay, Rotary Club Bombay. He was a Rotarian for I think maybe 60 years or something that is there. And he was always a very simple person. He achieved a lot, but he was till the day he died. His clothes never changed. His house did not change. Nothing changed in his life. And he taught me a little bit about being grounded. Irrespective of what one achieves or what other people think that you have achieved. So giving is one kind of a way, is my tribute to him. The second is, I'm a Muslim, and in Islam, giving and charity has a very, very high emphasis. One of the 5 pillars of Islam is charity and zakat and giving. And the concept is of purifying your wealth. So if you have wealth, if you give your wealth away to other people, whatever you have left with you is purified by God. And that particular concept is also something that Muslims, and I personally believe that it also gives you barakat, which is that when you give away, it's like a well, you take out the water, more water comes in the well. And if you stop giving, the well dries up, your wealth will dry up. So by giving, you kind of nourish the source of blessings that the Almighty gives you.
Lovely thoughts, sir. Absolutely lovely and pure thoughts. And I think so. These thoughts are the ones which are the inspiring thoughts, which will definitely make some impact on many those who are going to be listening to this interview. So we would like to know something about your work and profession also. Though this is a Rotary interview, but we would like to have something about your work and profession.
Right. I run a group of bakery companies. These are a portfolio of companies which straddle the value chain of the bakery, from industrial bakeries to retail bakeries to bakery ingredient companies to egg processing. I started my career in Saudi Arabia, and right now we operate in the Gulf in 3 countries. We operate in 2 countries of Europe, Turkey and Greece, and soon to be in Romania. We operate in Australia. Of course, we operate in India, in 2 parts of India. We operate in Sri Lanka and the Philippines. So we are approximately, in the $350 million size revenue, and reasonably, it's a profitable company. In the COVID era, we are largely profitable because we are in the food business, and except for the ones that are connected to hospitality and aviation, the rest of the businesses are still progressing reasonably well. 3 of my children are in the business with me. I'm planning to within my lifetime, within the next 5 years, to give away all my wealth away to my family. Because I think that I would like them to wish me a good life and a long life, rather than thinking when is he going to go off and we can inherit the money. And also, I think that as people get older, their mental faculties are not as good as they were. And if you keep control of your business, you're likely to destroy your business. So I would rather give away control of my business to my children completely. And there is, I don't believe in dual control. So that is another thing that I'm working towards right now. So these are the 2 things that are occupying me: the response to this COVID era and how to restructure, re-engineer, and reshape the organization for the future, and also to hand over the wealth to my children and the control of the business to my children.
Fantastic. Mr. Taizoon, you have been involved in so many businesses over so many continents and so many different verticals. This would definitely keep you a lot busy. Though I've heard that the main mantra of this is that you employ very good people, so they take away the headache from you. But you would definitely be into some kind of a stressful life because you're maintaining so many things at such higher level. What are your hobbies? What are your likings? And what do you do to just ease off?
So one of the things I do in Bombay my father had a farm in Bhiwandi that is there, and I look after it now. So the farm is a very good source of unwinding. I'm there every Sunday. So for some months in the COVID era, when the lockdown was there, I was not able to go, but I've resumed that. So this is one of the things. I read a lot. So I'm a very avid reader, and I think that reading is one of the areas that you keep yourself not only informed, but keep yourself learning all the time, let's say. I have a fairly large amount of friends also, so but they are all scattered all over the world, so I enjoy meeting them, talking to them. I love movies, so I have produced a few. I also enjoy watching them. Netflix now and Amazon Prime and all that now brings it great quality all the way to your home. That's there. I used to play a lot of bridge earlier, and I was a college level table tennis player also. I'm interested in cricket very avidly. I've been there for the South Africa World Cup in 2003. I was there for the World Cup in the ICC World Cup in UK. I watched the finals and the semi-finals where we lost. But yes, so these are some of my interests that are there.
So you play table tennis?
Yes,
just to tell you that I am a table tennis player. I have represented Maharashtra level also amongst the doctors. So I didn't tell you, I am a bariatric surgeon, a weight loss surgeon. I practice out of the suburbs. I have my own hospital there. But I'm also the chief pediatric surgeon with Hinduja Hospital, Khar. But table tennis has been my first love since quite long time. And I love to play table tennis. I started playing table tennis, Mr. Taizoon, because I thought कि वहाँ पे कोई मुझे हराएगा तो भी थका के नहीं हराएगा. So I will be less stressed up when I'm losing. But then with continuous practice, I ended up winning lots of times. So, but I play now also very regularly, at least twice a year for tournaments. That's all what I play, but it's really enjoyment. So nice to know.
I started in school from the 6th or 7th standard that's there, and we had a coach also. So I was coached kind of professionally. A guy called Monty Merchant, way back in the 60s, late 60s. I don't know whether your table tennis memories go that far behind, but Khodaiji and Monty Merchant, these were India's #1 and #2 at that time.
Okay.
So yeah, and then in college I continued, that is there, but nowadays it's hard. I don't like playing table tennis unless I have a very good player on the opposite side, you know.
Sure.
It's like tennis or something, you know.
Yes.
So I'm at a pretty high level, that is there. So, and most of the friends are not at a very good level, you know.
Play for fun.
So that playing for fun is not that, you know.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable. I agree. Absolutely.
It push me or doesn't, you know, that kind of a thing. So that's the guy.
So great knowing that. Rotary Foundation funds Rotary projects all over the world. Your suggestions on improving the foundation contributions?
Honestly, I can't think of any. I think it works very well. I think it's a good system that is there. I can't say I understand the intricacies of the entire system that is there, because Jayant Nairi helps me, you know, to deal with the foundation that is there. But I haven't seen any issues that are there. I think it's very supportive. It's very well run and very well structured.
My question really wanted to be that I wanted to say that how do we try to impress many more people? You are a big corporate company, and you are the managing director of that company, and you at that position feel that when you are contributing to the Rotary Foundation, just 5% goes in admin cost, 95% of money is going to the needy, to the one which deserves this money, and you feel that that is one reason you want to give. At the same time, you have workers, real workers, who make more value out of it, that they will ensure that the money doesn't go anywhere else, the money is utilized well, and they are also doing their own efforts. They are putting in their sweat too, and their time to ensure that the money is spent well. Now, we also want many more people from at that level to start accepting Rotary like that, to start accepting that Rotary Foundation is the foundation, because any other charity organization you go, at least 20 to 55% goes into admin costs, where in Rotary Foundation it is only 5 to 6.2% that goes in admin costs. That is remarkable. So how could we attract those kind of people? Yes, one would be that the recording of this video is going to be given to you, and I would really request you that you please send it in your friend circles also. Let people come to know what does Rotary Foundation do. It is not what people should come to know what Mr. Taizoon Khorakiwala does. We want people to know what Rotary Foundation does and why you are trusting. And if you are trusting, there will be many more who would say, yes, that if Mr. Taizoon trusts for his money, he trusts Rotary Foundation. Yes, we are also here because everyone wants to do charity. And as you rightly said, charity makes you more cleaner, makes your heart more cleaner. So we are definitely going to request you for that favor too. But how are the other ways that we should approach people or let them know that yes, Rotary Foundation is the one which should be there for their charity and donations?
Uh, you know, I think you identify wealthy people that are there who do have surplus money, and just one-to-one explanation of who you are and what you are, and it's as simple as that. To my mind, identify wealthy people because they have surplus money to give. And everybody is looking to clean themselves. Wealth has a guilt, and Rotary work helps to clean clean that guilt. So really, you are helping them to purify themselves. So I don't see. I just identify wealthy people and approach them. I think that's all that you need to do.
Such lovely ideas. We were taught, and I have been thinking and playing a lot on this, that so I was in 2018-19, I was the chief coordinator of Klumph Society for Rotary District 3141, where during which time I had also communicated with you a lot. So I had one thing very clear in mind, that I'm not asking for myself. Until the time we don't ASK, we don't AKS. And and that year we had a record almost 18 members becoming Klumph Society members, because we had a dedicated approach. We used to approach the right person at the right time, with the right emotions, with the right cause, but most importantly with the right connect. So we went to people through someone whom they definitely trusted. And here what we are doing by these Viz Biz interviews also is the people who recognize that yes, Mr. Taizoon Khorakiwala is a man of commitment, is a man who is looked upon for various things. If he can contribute, yes, this becomes a testimony to the Rotary Foundation also. So yes, what you've said, we'll be definitely doing those things. And if you are prepared, and if
I'm happy to join your recruiting committee, if you want to take me along, I'm happy to join a group to persuade people also, if that you think helps.
Oh, that's so great. That's exactly what we also want. So we will be, Mr. Taizoon, disturbing you for two things. One would be, we'll be asking you also, because the place at where you are, your circle is also the same. We would be asking you for certain people whom you feel would like to become more cleaner and more purer by giving charity. And second, we would also be requesting you for your support if at all we need to approach someone. This is really something great that you have told us, and we would definitely be approaching you if at all we feel that we would like to approach someone known to you. Thank you so much for all that.
You're most welcome.
Finally, one last question. What are the changes you would like to bring in Rotary in time to come, or you feel it's just perfect?
I think there is a social corruption that is getting into Rotary in India. The corrupt environment that we have in terms of the social side of things that is there is getting into Rotary. And that is something that is very distasteful.
So
I don't want to the whole thing.
What you're saying absolutely carries a lot of value, because yes, has been noticed over a period of time. Yeah,
in our country, which is now infiltrating Rotary.
True. I agree, and point is very valid point. Yes, people like District Governor Sunil Mehra and all the incoming leaders, they also have a responsibility on their shoulders to ensure that Rotary remains clean, Rotary remains approachable, and Rotary becomes the point of contact for any needy person when they require any support. So that will be the winning time for Rotary, that anyone who needs any help says the first one that I want to go to is a Rotarian. And when that happens, I feel it will be a success of Rotary, success of philosophy of Rotary, success of motto of Rotary. And I'm sure people like you also would really feel happy when the organization whom you have supported and been with is considered that way in the minds of the common people. This has been a lovely experience with you on Viz Biz Talks, sir. We would like to take the liberty of posting these videos to all Rotary clubs, all presidents, all Rotarians on the social media pages of Rotary District 3141. Your interview is going to be viewed by all Rotarians and non-Rotarians. I'm sure this interview will inspire many others to work with Rotary and associate with Rotary for service projects. We would also be showing this interview at the Golden Hearts CSR and Global Grants Conclave on the 19th of September on the virtual platform. Since you're a strong supporter of work done by Rotary, do support us by passing this message of the CSR and Global Grants Conclave to your industry connects to support Rotary and thus support mankind. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.